You're now listening to a Press Play Network podcast.
Hey, I'm Johnny Young Bosch, and you're listening to Nerd Flow.
All right, man. Welcome to another issue of Nerd Flow. This is issue 79. I am Royalty.
Yo, it's your boy, yo.
Flat in the wrist.
In the building.
Oh, well, I thought Briario, I wanted Briario to go, but since, I'm snapped back and I'm actually happy it feels like fall time outside now.
Right?
No, nigga, that's winter.
And I'm Briario. Winter, fall, who cares? I can wear my jackets now. I don't care.
I have better clothes options in the fall, winter time. I have so many more options.
I do too, but at the same time, they're called seasons for a reason. You just can't go from summer to winter. You gotta have
Texas.
something in
It's
between.
summer all year long. What are you talking about?
Right.
I'm in Mississippi. We do have a fall sometimes.
Yeah, we do. That's probably like the only place I know that where the season's on time. And then every other year, it freaking freezes over or it freaking ices over or something freaking weird happens.
Yeah, like it'll snow in April.
Yeah, exactly. See? What I'm talking about.
Or August.
But yeah, man, this is Nerd Flow. If you are new to this podcast, of course, this is a podcast all about nerding out on the latest and greatest things in pop culture. We talk about stuff like video games, anime, comic book shows, movies, all that good stuff. So you come to the right place if you're here to hear about all of that. We are on social media, so make sure you guys go check out and like our Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Shout out to all the new people who have liked or followed us in the past month or week or so. Got a YouTube channel. Still need y'all help on that. Trying to get to subscribers so we can actually get our official URL. I think that's like 100 subscribers. So if we get to 100 subscribers, hey, maybe we'll give away a free Nerd Flow t-shirt or something like that. So we also got a Facebook community as well. If you like to talk about nerd all the time and just want to be around like-minded people, go over and head over to our Facebook community page as well. And yeah, let's get into things. Also, Extra Life charity event, November 3rd. We'll be streaming on our Twitch channel, Nerdflow Gaming. If you want to just go ahead and preemptively, go ahead and follow the page where you get notified when we go live to do our charity stream. Or if you like to support, or you like kids, or you love kids, or you just don't want to see, sickly children, we'll be supporting Texas Children's Hospital. So you can make a donation of your choice to that as well. And yeah, it feels good to be back. Been gone for a while. Feels like a long while. For those who don't know, I had another child, so that's the reason why I was gone.
Yeah, we shouted y'all last week.
Boy, hit that. So yeah, eats a lot. That's about the only thing he does. Anyway,
I was having kids now.
Okay, I got a question for you, Tink. So, when you had your second, how old was your first?
My first was she was in kindergarten.
Okay.
She was 5.
Did she lose her mind immediately when the new child came home?
No, she adjusted quite well, I think.
That's what I thought at first.
But she is going to still want her same attention.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what he's been trying to do, because this is I feel like he just I feel like he used to hear me prior to September 25th. Now I feel like he doesn't hear me at all. So I'm like, I'll tell him something and he just nope, I ain't listening. Just need attention. He's so.
You need me to see you Joe Jackson book?
No.
I lays the hand when I need to lay the hand. And I do lay the hand quite often sometimes. It's a lot lately. But anyway. But yeah, man.
I'm like, I can only speak from my experience. I'm not a parent, but I am a damn good uncle. And like all my nieces and nephews mostly around me. When my oldest nephew, who's 19 at the moment, when his sister was born, he was 7, and he was happy she was born because now his mama could leave him alone.
Yeah, see, when you get that age, then you just don't want nobody to bother you no more.
He was so happy. He was just like, Mom can leave me alone. She cannot hug on me all the time no more and all that. I'm like, I feel you, my dude. I feel you.
I was about to say, I was like, when you said my nieces and nephews, I DDT my nieces and nephews. Well, that's what I thought you were about to say. But yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, like well, I'm gonna put it like this. Like my oldest nephew by my sister, I could play with him rough. But like when the younger kids came along, these old new age soft, don't be hitting on my baby. Don't make him cry. Don't make him like, man. I had uncles and cousins that put me in sleeper holes and will walk up and punch you in the chest and all that right there, and I turned out fine.
Yeah, very true.
Like your uncle walk up, like I was like the little ones that be over here, be at the house named K1. I plucked him one time because I ain't want to slap him across the head or nothing like that. I plucked him. You would have thought I had uppercut. You would have thought I had did like a Mortal Kombat uppercut on him. The way these folks were clowning.
So sensitive people. So sensitive.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's go here. All right. Netflix cancels Iron Fist, which that kind of caught me off like Super Guard. Cause I know Young, you seen season 2, right?
I started watching it. It was so boring that I just fell asleep on it.
Really?
What?
Really? Like real talk. I'm just being honest, B.
Season 2 is way better than season 1.
It started out too slow for me, B. Like real talk.
Okay,
I watched.
I'm about to get stoned for this, and I'm finna say it because I know I got these fans on here. That's
you finna say it better than season 2 of Luke Cage, ain't it?
I really do. I can't get into it. I tried.
And see, that's the thing. I got what captured me with Game of Thrones is that a few minutes into the show, they were cutting off somebody's head.
I've seen that before in many other shows. It's just, I tried. I so tried. And I even asked him, I'm like, hey, should I skip season 1 and then they'll just do like the recap for 2 and maybe it gets better? Like, no, you should watch season 1 because of blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, then.
You can't skip season 1 in Game of Thrones.
It's the same thing I keep hearing from every other Game of Thrones person.
Because if you skip Game of Thrones, if you skip any season of Game of Thrones, you're going to be lost. Like, totally lost. You're going to be like, then why this happening? Then why this happening? And then if you watching it with somebody that watched it, they gonna look at you and then you may get roundhouse.
Hey man, listen. Hey man, some people jump to the very end of shows and watch. This is like, majority of the human population when they want to watch Super Bowl and they have no clue what's been going on in the entire football season. But I digress.
And I can't deal with them people neither. Like if you watching the Super Bowl, I don't know.
Having parties and you ain't watched a lick of football the entire year. But yeah, man. So the whole Netflix cancellation, and has Netflix really canceled any shows? I know the Get Down was one of them that got canceled, but I think that was probably due to the fact it was like the most expensive show they ever produced.
The greatest show they ever produced was the Get Down.
Yeah.
Never watched it, can't vouch for it, but yeah, heard it was good though.
It was
Netflix.
But yeah, But any thoughts on that? I do know this much. They are petitioning to get it brought back. But my standpoint on it is it's not really a bad thing, because in a couple months, Disney's about to snatch all this stuff away from y'all anyway. Mm-hmm. So all they got to do is just hold on to the contracts that they have with the characters that's playing on Iron Fist and bring them right on over to Disney Play. And Iron Fist Season 3, there we go.
True, but what is it about it that makes you say it's neither a good thing nor a bad thing?
Well, because, I mean, yeah, they got rid of it, but it hasn't been pulled from the actual... It wasn't like, for example, let's say Season 2 was in production and they just said, nah, we ain't gonna do this no more. We got Season 2, it ended. You know we're not gonna get another season of Iron Fist, if they were to be another one, until the following year anyway. So by fall or whenever it comes out, scheduled to come out next year, Disney Play will be in full swing. So it don't even... Yeah. It's not like they pulled it and just said, oh, we're pulling the show from the Netflix queue altogether. It's still on there. You can still watch it. They gonna take a year to make another season anyway. So it's bad, but at the same time, it's like Marvel/Disney's finna pull all this stuff off Netflix anyway. So it doesn't really hurt anything, honestly. At the end of the day, when it comes to Disney service, it's Disney call if they want to do a Season 3 on their platform.
Yeah. So what does that mean for Defenders?
Defenders has been on the back burner just because they're trying to kind of like flush out. Defenders is not a thing that's, because they even compared it to it that in the article they was like, because Defenders did really well, it didn't perform at the level of the other shows that they had or whatever.
Because it was decent, but the standalone shows are better.
Yeah. I mean, it all rolled into the whole thing with the Hand, but I mean, his show was needed because there's characters and stuff and story arcs that kind of rolled into what was going on in Defenders and stuff like that. But
sidebar, did y'all see the Russo's brothers Instagram yesterday?
They've been posting a lot of stuff.
I didn't see today.
They posted a burrito and said wrapped.
Yeah, because they're done with
they done with they done with Infinity Wars, Avengers 4, whatever it's called.
I thought it was just like a green. I didn't see probably what it was.
Yeah, they had to do reshoots. I do know that much because also this was like about a week or so ago. Chris Evans kind of like did like a farewell or whatever, which it's making people think that he's gone, he's gonna die or he's done or whatever the case may be. So, but there's been so much stuff going on with the Avengers 4, like this whole title thing that's,
I heard somebody say it's gonna be called Endgame.
Endgame, I think, was a troll because people like just destroyed that when they found like Endgame. What? That's a horrible name. We talked about it. A terrible name, really.
I don't think so. I don't think it's a horrible name because, I mean, it was just relayed to me. Doctor Strange made reference to he told Tony, we're in the end game now.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I'm thinking, like I follow a lot of Marvel pages and everything like that, and some people thinking the way Thanos is gonna be defeated is that because we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen Tony's big nano cannon.
Yeah, Boss Logic put that up on there.
Yeah, the big cannon.
Kind of alluding to that too.
Yeah, and we haven't seen it yet. Because he only got that cannon when he got the nano suit.
Yeah, this is why I feel like, okay, when I saw the picture from Boss Logic with the nano cannon, I kind of like in my mind debunked it immediately because it would just straight kill off. Why do we need Captain Marvel? Why did Nick Fury page her when everybody got snapped away? It kind of like defeats them having to call for him. It's like, well, damn, Tony, if we wouldn't have called Captain Marvel, you would just brought out your damn freaking nano cannon. So that's why I'm kind of like, maybe play a part.
Maybe my thing is this right here when it comes to the old Avengers versus, Captain Marvel now. I feel like the old Avengers gonna end up being the ones that save the day with the help of the new Avengers. Like Spider-Man, them ain't gonna play no major role in defeating Thanos. It's gonna be a farewell tour for Stark and Captain America, all of them, because they got to, it's gonna make room for this battle. Gonna be like a hard battle for them, and they were like, "Yo, that's it, we done." Well, and it's gonna make room for like Captain Marvel.
It's definitely gonna be like a farewell type of thing. I mean, the movie's probably gonna primarily consist. I would say a good percentage of Avengers 4 is gonna be them basically getting the band back together, basically. Because remember, Iron Man and Captain still have not talked yet since Civil War. So that's going to definitely be a thing that's going to happen in the very beginnings of the movie, because they got to get past that whole thing with the Accords and all that stuff. So, and
at the same time, of course they ain't talking Iron Man on a totally different planet.
Well, but prior to, because Hulk, he didn't even know that they weren't talking, because he got into a spaceship at the end of Ultron and went and left.
Yeah.
So he had time. He just he didn't want to do it. He had the phone number. He just want to call it. Then also, but then back to the whole defeating of Thanos thing is like, with defeating Thanos, I think it's going to be a collection of everybody. I was watching, because I bought Infinity War like a couple days back, finally just bought it to own it. And just even with them taking off the gauntlet, everybody had to use all their powers. But here's what I will say. I don't know if anybody ever thought about this. If it wasn't for him having that gauntlet, Strange was taking him to task. I just realized that when I rewatched it.
Yeah.
Like Strange was like giving him the business. It's like if it wasn't for him like trying to snatch the hammer, like he was like giving Thanos the business. I didn't realize that when I first watched it. I'm like, man.
And if old dumbass hadn't gotten his feelings, they would have had the glove off, the gauntlet off.
Right.
Yeah.
For the last time, that was not his fault.
It was his fault.
It was his fault.
It was his
fault. No. Look. You need to accept this. This has been going on since April,
Everybody
May, whenever.
Wouldn't have had to talk to him to tell him to shut up. Mantis would have still had the hold on him, and they would have got the gauntlet off.
More importantly, it was kind of off.
Nebula didn't have to say nothing.
Well, she had to say something to him to tell him to shut up.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Gamora even tell him to kill her anyway?
Yep.
So it was his fault. So you need to accept that.
Well, he was about to, but he didn't realize, he was using the reality stone and he was about to shoot, and then Bubbles came out because I think Thanos kind of knew he needed her for the Soul Stone. I think he did the research and kind of knew how he had to get it. He just didn't know where it was.
Shoot, I'm like this. She wanted to die, like not really die, but like the thing is, she knew that she did not want the stone to happen. She wanted that man to kill her, and they really thought that they're gonna actually pull one over Thanos. But as you can see, that didn't happen. But my thing is still It still could have been fixed. If anything, you could have moved on. You could have found somebody else anyway. So, shoot, I'm like this. Like, come on, man.
You could have found somebody else.
You could have found somebody else. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Disney Aladdin teaser trailer dropped this week. Very short,
Well,
very sweet,
We got the
to the point.
poster first, and then we got the teaser.
We got a what before that?
You know, the poster was released, and everybody was freaking out about that. Like, oh my gosh! And now we got the trailer, which is, you know.
The only thing that was interesting about that was after the preview dropped, how Tink was when that dude on Boss Logic post.
So if the listeners are wondering exactly what we're talking about, so with the trailer and everything, people are upset because Will Smith is playing the genie. Last time I remember, the genie was blue. And I did not know blue.
And Robin Williams dead.
Thank you. Somebody made the comment, I shall not be named. Somebody, both me and Quinn both know, that said, hey, we got those Robin Williams dialogue backlog. Why can't we just use it? No.
Oh, wow.
Man, inform me of who said that.
I'll tell you who said it like after the record.
I'll do it.
I don't want to put that.
Because if I got their phone number, I'm going to call them cut them out.
You got their phone number too. This is funny part. Anyway.
Let's break down this
But yeah,
trailer.
man, this is like the same thing
That happened with
with the whole
Starfire.
Starfire thing. I'm like, Starfire's alien. She's orange. She can be whatever race you want to be. I don't know no orange people walking around here that's actors. So she can be whoever.
I would say there is an orange person walking around here.
Thank you. Well, there are some orange people. There are some people who tan quite too much that can pass as orange. Yes, that is definitely a fact.
Look like a whole Cheeto. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. This is true. But a round table though. What everybody's thoughts on the Aladdin?
I gotta wait for a better preview because they ain't show nobody but Iago. Basically,
Let's discuss.
Little teaser.
Yeah, I'm with Young on that one. I want to see more.
Okay, the teaser was weak to me, and y'all know I love to break down Disney stuff. Now, I did not have the same reaction to this teaser the same way I had the reaction teaser for Beauty and the Beast. When I got the when I got the teaser for Beauty and the Beast, I was impressed. But this one, I was not impressed because all we got was Star Wars Desert. And we didn't get to see like the Disney opening of the palace. That's what I was hoping for. The palace looked weak, and it was just nothing but showing nothing much but a lot Iago flying around Agrabah in the desert, and we get like a little snippet.
That's kind of where the story starts, and that's kind of like the most.
I mean, yeah, at the chambers. I often call that thing the Chamber of Secrets. But,
the Cave of Wonders, bro. Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, the Cave of Wonders. But yeah, I mean, the story starts off there, and okay, the
narrator showed us the palace first. He's traveling, and let me tell you a tale. It begins on the dark of night. I get that part, but I would have loved to get like a close look at the palace. Like the palace was just like amazing to look at when you watch it in the cartoon, and we just see it in the distance. Like, oh, that's not impressive at all.
Man, look, I just want Disney to get bold like some of these hip hop artists around here. Just no promo the damn movie. Just be like Aladdin live action. Go see it.
Oh my god!
And then I'm gonna say this too. Like, if y'all ever notice, like, paid attention, like, movies, not just with Infinity War, but like Venom 2, like, notice, like, whatever we get before we actually go see the movie isn't the, like, final product. So, because of what we got in the teaser, who's to say that it might not be more stuff added on to it? Just to give it,
See, that part we know, but it didn't do much. I'm glad we got to finally see the face of the new actor we have for Aladdin. What's his name?
I know.
Hold on, I had this in mind.
And literally, I was on Twitter and I saw somebody that was mad because they got somebody of that descent to play Aladdin.
Thank you. That's what I was probably more upset about with the casting. You getting mad over a blue person being black, and the main characters are not even. What's the Latin Persian?
He's Arabian.
Arabian.
I mean, at the same time, it's still
of Mediterranean or Middle Eastern descent that are actors and stuff like that could play these characters very well. Just like Jasmine is being played by the girl that played the Pink Ranger in the Power Ranger movie. Could have got the girl that's the Persian chick in Quantico.
Everybody was saying that.
Yeah. She would have been perfect.
Where are the people with the pitchforks on this one? On that one, like we ain't got the actors for that because it's.
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you something. White folks don't trip as long as they see them in a movie. They could have got a white man to play Malcolm X, and they wouldn't have had no problem with it.
Oh, that burned down, bro.
Well, it's only a movie. Gosh.
Miss me with that shit.
Well, he was half white anyway.
And Moses married a black man.
Half white do not make full.
Hey, yo, Moses was black. Anybody that's in the Bible that they talking about, my dude that was living in Egypt, they black.
No, he was Middle Eastern descent, but his wife was black though. I want to put that out there.
Ethiopian.
Wife was black.
Man, do you know where Middle Easterns come from? Look at some folks and you can tell those people are black people mixed with Europeans.
Okay, I have to. Okay, I'll cut some slack now because I could have swore the guy was an American. Okay, so the guy that's playing Aladdin is Mena Masad. He's from Egypt.
Okay, that makes sense.
Raised in Canada. He's
but he's
Canadian
modern day.
He's Egyptian descent. Okay, I'll give him that.
What you mean by modern day?
Huh?
I'm saying that the same people that lived there thousands of years are not the same from the people we have today.
The other girl, Naomi Scott, she's British. They don't. But it still clarifies the fact that British people act way better than American people. Just saying.
I heard somebody say that they chose her because she just so happened to be from Indian descent. And I'm like, huh?
I don't see that nowhere in IMDb. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, crap.
Let's see. Okay, anyway, let's keep moving. Let's see. PlayStation has enabled crossplay for Fortnite, and it is currently in beta for PlayStation players and stuff like that. And a lot of people eat their words, eat crow, because people thought that they're not gonna do it, then they're not gonna cave in, blah blah blah, and all this other stuff.
Man, I had to leave Fortnite off my game.
Huh?
Fortnite a totally different animal.
Well, no, I get that, but it opens up to what a lot of people now are trying to push the issue on is like, it's funny though, because us that come from the PS3 360 era felt the whole pain of the former CEO of Xbox, buying up all the exclusives from PlayStation. That's the only way they felt they could actually, kind of get an advantage on PlayStation during that era. And it's like now that the shoe is on the other foot and PlayStation kind of did that same thing, or people just wanted to be with them just based off how their E3 went prior to when they announced the Xbox One and all that good stuff. It's funny now how everybody, let's play together now, because Xbox ain't got a chance in hell of catching up to PS4. I just find that kind of, I find that kind of funny how everybody now wants to promote, crossplay and let's all play together and blah, blah, blah. When, not too long ago, everybody was Xbox is better and Xbox has the better players. It's more competitive on Xbox and all this other stuff.
I swear, bro, especially on Call of Duty, you had so many people just went like, if you play Call of Duty on PlayStation, that means you suck. You don't play with real players.
Okay, I can debunk that for you real quick, dog. Okay, this is back during Black Ops 2. I bought Black Ops 2 on Xbox because I was hearing it all the time. I went into Black Ops 2 on Xbox. I think this was back during Xbox 360 days. I freaking was wrecking all the time. It got boring. And the following year, I just went back to PlayStation because I wanted to see exactly what. Let me see if it is more competitive. I'm gonna buy this copy this year just to see, dude, wrecking all the time. It ain't the control either. I was wrecking. So that's not true.
Lord, that sleeper stimulant.
But yeah. So crossplays on Fortnite and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are, pushing for, I think Diablo that's coming when it comes to the Switch, they're pushing for that same thing for them, which would actually be really, for a game that's been out since freaking PS3, man, that they're pushing for that same thing. Because Diablo, a lot of people don't really play Diablo like that, but I know there's a lot of hardcore Diablo players or people that, like the game and all that good stuff. They're really like pushing for that whole crossplay thing as well with PC and Xbox and PlayStation. So we'll see if that goes according to plan. Snap, any words on this crossplay?
I don't know how to feel about it.
You would have a deeper pool of people to beat up if Tekken did it.
Because Street Fighter already crossplay. You can play PC and PlayStation on Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, and I think that's why Capcom is trying to get out of that contract with PlayStation because they want to go to Xbox.
That is pretty interesting. I'm actually sick and tired of switching between my Xbox and PlayStation when it comes to this game. Like I said, I don't have a PC to really play Tekken on until my girlfriend actually gets it on her laptop. So, that does open up a lot of opportunities to beat the hell out of a lot of people that I need to beat up. Yeah, I like this.
I think.
No. Let me enjoy this. Yeah.
No, I ain't talking about. I ain't trying to talk about what you what you saying.
Oh, my bad.
Capcom and Sony gon' be together for a long time simply because this new Devil May Cry finna come out, and even though I ain't played DMC, I never did play DMC.
It's good, man.
Yeah. I'm trust me, you're not the only person that told me that it's good. But this one
probably cheap as hell.
I'm gonna probably end up getting this new Devil May Cry. And that's like a classic PlayStation game, bro. Like
it's on Xbox. It's coming to Xbox as well. Xbox and PC.
Because it made me sick to my stomach to see Tomb Raider on Xbox, to see Crash Bandicoot on Xbox and all that. It's just like it's nothing sacred anymore.
Blame that. Well, part of that is this. So they sold off Crash. Activision bought it. Activision has no loyalty to anybody. Call of Duty. But yeah, they bought that. They bought the license for it. So that's the reason. That's kind of more the reason why Crash is on.
And then they had sold off Tomb Raider too, didn't it?
Well, Tomb Raider paid the price for Rise of the Tomb Raider when they released only on Xbox for, I think, it was like a 1-year exclusivity.
Yeah.
And they got freaking snuffed out by, I can't remember what game it was that came out around the same time, and they were like an afterthought.
It was
when it came to
it was one of them Drake stores. What them games called?
No, it wasn't Uncharted. It wasn't. It was something else that came out that was like a really big game.
I thought it was Uncharted.
Wait,
no. I'm not saying genre.
I was about to say it wasn't Quantum Break, was it?
No. It was another title during the same time. I have to look it up. When Rise of the Tomb Raider came out, it was something. It wasn't an Uncharted game. It definitely was not an Uncharted.
Was it Heavenly Sword then?
It did. It didn't do the numbers that it should have done because of that.
Because I think it was like another adventure game where, you know, you was running around doing something. I can't remember. But I do remember Tomb Raider getting smashed by a PlayStation exclusive game. And the thing was, most of the people that had played Tomb Raider were PlayStation heads. So switching over to Xbox, you went to a whole nother genre of people who had probably never played Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Oh, I know what it was. So it released on the date where Fallout 4 came out. You got
snuffed. Oh, Fallout 4. Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
Well,
and then Black Ops 3 it came out the week before.
Oh yeah, it was just set up for failure.
Yeah. So with that, it's like and then even on top of that, I haven't really heard a whole lot about the new Tomb Raider game now because it came out right when Spider-Man came out, like a couple of days afterwards.
And we already knew Spider-Man was PlayStation exclusive.
Well, yeah. So that's that part with the whole Tomb Raider thing. WWE 2K19. So got a chance to play it. I got it. Snap, do you have any questions before I felt like you had some questions?
How's big head mode on there? Like, I really want to know more about that. And
I haven't used it. I really like. For me, like, even when I saw it and saw it's big money. There's a lot of people that was like, you can do crazy stuff. I'm like, I never was like the person that did like crazy stuff on my 2K, WWE 2K a whole lot of times just because I'm such a the
last time I wanted anything big head on my game was
NBA Jam.
It was NFL Blitz.
Yeah.
On 64, NFL Blitz on 64.
I missed that game. Okay. What about my career? I don't want to know exactly. I mean, I really want to know like how good is the story for it.
Story. This is actually the first year I actually gave a damn about my career, and I'm actually I just got into playing it just for the first part a little bit. But so far so good though. I mean, from what I heard from people from the previous year, some other stuff that I heard they said, because I remember last year they said you would like roam around aimlessly with people not really saying a whole lot that had to do with your story and stuff like that. So it's kind of more driven, a little bit more narrated. It's kind of more like a lot of people compare it to how NBA 2K does their story mode in their games. It's very similar to that. So,
because I wanted to see like, could it be like back in like with SmackDown vs. Raw days, like 2006? I say it had the best like storyline because you had like the two you either on SmackDown or Raw, and you had two separate storylines. I wanted to see was it good up to that point because I know you're gonna basically be an indie star.
Yeah, it starts like you're
trying to get to WWE.
Working in the indie fed, and you get you work your way up through NXT and all that stuff, and work your way to the main roster and stuff like that. That's primarily it for the most part. They do have microtransactions in that part of the game. That's really the only part of the game that has any form of microtransactions. Because you have like the packs that you get with the V-Bucks. Well, they're not called V-Bucks. They're called VC something, whatever 2K calls their currency, in-game currency. So you got that in the game as well. I had a lot of currency just because I had the collector's edition, so I got like a bunch of free currency to get packs and all that stuff for my character. Which, like I said, I'm still working on that part, but so far, I mean, it's decent.
How Showcase?
Showcase really good. Showcase is really good. I'm glad that's back. Towers. And towers. $1 million challenge is unbelievably hard. Like, man, it's super hard. Like, I think the amount of to be considered for the $1 million challenge to win $1 million. I know you have to go. You have to do 15 matches, pretty much, and damage retention stays with you. So you gotta like do really good matches, but you need to not take a lot of damage because you're gonna need to conserve your damage for when you go against Golden AJ Styles at the very end. And I heard he was like super souped up. Like, you remember the streak mode from 2K?
Yeah, they said that AJ's super. He's really up there when it comes to at the end of the challenge. But so you mean tell me not only just your health, is also your stamina too is going to be affected? Oh my God!
So yeah, you got to really, because man, you like in the matches, you're not in just normal matches. And like, I know like the first match is like against Bobby Roode. That's just a regular normal match. But the second match is with Samoa Joe, and it's a submission match. So you have to win that match. So and if you haven't mastered the submission system, it's going to be rough.
I can't do it. I hated the submission system. I really cannot play with anybody that has a submission finisher because it's always super hard to actually do the minute.
I want to try because I know you can switch it to the button mash. I haven't tried it this year, but I'm gonna switch it over and see if it's any easier. Because I heard they made the button mash and not as how it used to be, which you would make zero progress when you do button mashing. But some other stuff.
One more question. I got one final question.
What's up?
Roster rise. Like how good is the roster this year, and who's your favorite wrestler to use?
Roster wise, roster's pretty good. I will say I dislike them when they put multiple versions of a person to kind of fluff the roster in a sense, because it's like freaking 5 Daniel Bryans, and you got Bryan Danielson, which I like because Ring of Honor, but overall, who I play with the most, I played a lot because I looked at my stats like not too long ago. I think I played with AJ Styles a lot still, and I play a lot with Seth Rollins. I played with Seth Rollins a lot online because I know I have a tendency where I've won a lot of online matches with using him, which is almost my go-to. But no, roster's pretty good. It's just still mind-boggling. I mean, I know why I like Tommaso Ciampa or Nikki Cross and who else was missing? Brian Kendrick, why they were not included in the game. Yeah, it was contract related, which is why they didn't make the game. Some other good qualities of life thing. I don't know if did you dabble in the creation suite?
I love that's like my favorite thing about the game.
That's like my key thing that I'm always into. So real quick on the creation suite, on the deletion tool, when you create a superstar, instead of you having to go in and delete each individual logo after you deleted them, you can actually do a batch deletion that's associated with it, which you'd have to sit up there for freaking 30 minutes trying to delete 15 freaking logos. But that's one thing. The two biggest things I would say takeaways for me, 3, and then we'll move on to another topic. 2v2v2, so triple threat tags are a thing.
Okay.
Fatal 4-way tags are a thing.
Right.
Cage match, Hell in a Cell, anything that's a cage, they revamped the hell out of those modes. You can fight on the cage as you climb. As you're climbing, it's not like an animation that you just go up. So you can actually fight on top of the cage. If you're in a tag team match, your partner can actually reclimb the cage and fight on top of the cage to help you win.
Wait a minute. As I recall, on the first SmackDown, you could do that.
No, it was always just you could climb up there and get up there, but it wasn't you could never really like like you could in actual cage matches in wrestling, you could never really like fight someone as you're like traversing the cage itself.
It was one of them old games where you could do that. Like if you walking, like if you climbing the cage from left to right or up and down.
Probably on like on Warzone back in the day, like PlayStation 2 days, yeah. But like,
because you can swing your arm and try to knock them off or whatnot.
Yeah, but as far as like the SmackDown versus the SmackDown, this is still considered the SmackDown versus Raw or SmackDown series. It's never really been a thing for you to be able to do. Also, you can do custom plates now for the championship, so you can actually create. So, if somebody wins the championship, you can assign. You know how they have the custom plates on the belts now to associate with the wrestler. You can assign custom plates to certain wrestlers. You can create your own and assign it to the championships that have the plates, the plate placement on it, and all that stuff. Trying to think. I want to say this. Oh, in universe mode. You can set auto win. So if you want to simulate a match, you can pick who you want to win the match. If you don't want to play through the matches, like all the matches yourself. Yeah. And championships, as far as like how many you can have on a show, they bumped it up to 6.
Cool. Wow. I feel like I need to buy this game or at least steal it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
You must gonna turn into a tiger and go steal it.
I wouldn't say a tiger. I ain't gonna say a tiger. That's too noticeable.
Tiger.
I ain't Michael Jackson, so yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with another method.
I would say, did y'all watch Titans?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's where they go. I'm like, that reference was really close to Titans just now. Okay.
Well, yeah, man, I did.
Yeah, I know I don't say stuff like that for no reason.
Hey, I just thought it was coincidence, man. But yeah, so
I ain't got dumb looks like that.
But overall, I would say WWE2K19 for me, I would say it's a vast improvement on like the cage matches and all that stuff. Some very good quality of life stuff especially from a lot of stuff that I use when I play it. Cause that's like for people that, play Madden and NBA 2K or FIFA or whatever, and they play those games year round till the new one comes out. WWE is that game for me. I play it year round until the next installment comes out. But I would say, as far as my rating would probably be like, I would say 8.5. I wouldn't give it a 9 purely being that, like I was saying, like some of the people that was missing, and I do like the DLC that's coming out for it. It's okay. I feel it could be so much. I don't know who they're, and I can't really say like, oh, you're missing this person, you're missing her. They pretty much like how we used to be used to in years past, where certain people would not make the game for whatever reason. Like the roster is pretty much exactly what it is right now. Probably shy of a couple people, like some people from the UK brand that they got now, which I wish would have been on there. And they only put, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate on there, but I wish they would have, added some other people.
Oh, Trent Seven ain't on there?
No, they didn't put Trent Seven, which I don't understand, because that's the freaking trio. I mean, they were all in it together.
Mustache and Mountain, man. Like,
yeah, that's what I know.
I'm so lost with these wrestler names, boy.
Dude.
That's I can tell I ain't watched wrestling in years.
But see, you won't, but see the thing though, you only watch like the main ones back in the day. Yeah. Like for me, even back then, I was into like New Japan and all that stuff. Even back then, so like when WCW came around,
that's the thing. Like
they were talking about cruiserweights. I knew who those people were before they even came to WCW. Because you
had to look at it like everybody that you like. Most people won't watch. They always be on like mainly USA and back in the day UPN, but now everything's on USA. You wouldn't know anything.
When I watched it was on USA and TNT and TBS.
You gotta forget. Don't forget. SmackDown was on UPN.
Yeah,
so that's why I say UPN.
No, I stopped watching wrestling before SmackDown even came out.
So man, he started watching before 2000.
Oh, SmackDown came out in '99.
Oh yeah, 99. That's right. It was like the Buddy in the 99. That's right.
Well, I ain't had UPN then, because the last time I really was watching wrestling is the Wolfpack, the NWO Wolfpack was still wrestling.
WCW.
Yeah.
WCW.
Like when WCW, when I found out WCW and WWF had combined, I was through with wrestling.
Shoot. Yeah, most of the things
for that one, but yeah.
Yeah, Mustache Mountain, you ain't gonna be able to see that unless you get the unless you watch it online, and especially if you watching WWE, you have to watch it on NXT, and that's with the online service.
WWE Network. A lot of indie wrestling stuff and all that stuff. So,
I need some karate tournaments or something. Give me some where they doing karate and jiu-jitsu other than MMA, but like some because I watch MMA, but like there's mostly a bunch of grappling for the most part.
What, like UFC?
Yeah. So I'm just thinking like, give me straight martial arts tournaments or matches or something like that, and I'll be straight.
Yeah, they doing. They just gonna broadcast. A lot of them just don't broadcast them a whole lot. But speaking of Titans. So Titans came out last Friday. DC Universe, not to Netflix yet, or at least not to my knowledge. I still think that the whole Netflix thing was an international thing.
I gotta tell y'all something about that. It turns out that the UK will be receiving each episode individually the same way we are. So they have to wait they have to wait each Friday like we do here in the US.
Okay, that's what I figured. That's exactly what I figured. Because most streaming services, when most companies, US companies do streaming services, nobody has ever done an international launch. Netflix didn't do it. WWE Network didn't do it. I think even Hulu didn't do it at one point in time. They'll probably eventually get DC Universe, but it's gonna have to. We're basically beta testers in the US when it comes to DC Universe, and when they feel that it's ready and sufficient, then they'll open up the floodgates for other countries and stuff like that, and then they'll just bootleg the crap out of it. But anyway, but yeah, Titans. For those who watched it,
it was awesome.
We loved it.
I give it a 9.
Okay, first episode, 9. Okay.
You gotta work for that 10.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta work for the 10.
But it was very interesting. It kept me committed for real.
I think one thing that I noticed that a lot of people have been commenting on, and it's mostly the fans, is that they expected for this series to be exactly like the Teen Titans that would be wrong, like the cartoon. Don't go into a new show expecting to see the exact same thing, because like you're getting a different take. You're getting a different take with the show, and it was very refreshing to me.
No, what like kind of like threw me off is the Starfire storyline. Is she a U.S. agent who was in a car accident and lost her memory, or is she a foreign agent who was in a car accident and lost her memory, or is she an alien that took over a human's body? Like this. No. It ain't the Starfire I remember from the like. My thing is the only person they seem to got accurately right at this moment from the first episode is Dick.
Yeah.
Then they were just like, well, it might be too hard to explain the other three, so let's just do it a different way. That's what I feel like they did.
Well, they haven't.
I think it's kind of more of that they're trying to. I mean, it's a. I
mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, I mean,
come on. What was wrong with the background stories of Raven, Starfire, and Beast Boy? Well, you already ain't gonna put Cyborg in there because of he got thrown into a movie.
You can't dump the whole backstory into the first episode. We don't know if they're going to talk about that in episodes to come. They probably may touch on.
That's why I prefaced my comment by saying the first episode, based on the first episode. That's what I'm saying. I need to see the rest of it.
There'll eventually be a thing, but we're just kind of seeing that Raven is very important for some apparent reason, because even the people that Starfire doesn't even know why she's with these people because she has amnesia. that she doesn't even really know. Evidently, the mob or whoever these guys are, they're looking for Raven as well, and nobody even knows why. So that's part, that's part of the loot.
They show that in the trailer. Yeah, they showed it in the trailer that it's a number of people that's out there looking for him, and eventually Corey is going to meet up with Dick and Raven, and I guess they're going to like kind of bond with each other to figure out like why is this happening. But I really like the fact that they gave Starfire the language barrier. It is obvious that she landed on Earth. She had to kiss somebody to get all these languages, you know, and the whole passport thing.
But see, what you saying don't make sense based on the first episode, because when you watch the first episode, she been dealing with these people for a long time. She'd been sleeping with somebody. She had a whole top floor. She been taking pictures with somebody. So the way it looks, she been living a human life, and she been on some type of mission already that ain't got nothing to do with space. This mission got something to do with whatever agency she working for. So what you saying about her being an alien at this moment doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, from the origin that we know of Starfire, we know she's an alien.
Right, from the origin. That's what I'm trying to get to. Like, right now, if you... Okay, we all know the origin of Dick Grayson. Okay,
right.
Throw that out. They went through the whole thing, showing his parents died. Okay, your parents died. Bruce adopted you. You trained with Bruce. You worked with Bruce for years. You started to act like you was Bruce. Started acting like Bruce, and you left Bruce. Mm-hmm. All right. You could have glossed over all of that and put more emphasis into the other three characters.
But that's the first. That's what we're saying. That's the first episode. Who says that episode 2, 3, and 4?
Well, if you want to attract, if you really want to attract, because right now it's looking like this show is going like my cousin told me. He was like, in the later episodes, like what you're trying to get to, in the later episodes, gonna focus on the other characters. But you could have did something different.
Here's what I'm trying to say. Here's what I'm trying to say about it is that why does because it's a superhero show, for example, Superman, does the first episode, if they ever were to redo Superman, does it have to be him landing on Earth? Does it have to be? Because he's an alien, does it have to be him landing on Earth? No, it does not. That's the same thing.
What I'm saying
is, an alien, you wanted it to be because she was an alien. We want to show how she got to Earth in the first episode. We don't have to touch on everything in the first episode. I get because it's a pilot. I get that part, but it's going to get flushed out later on because that's the whole mystery behind it. But if you flushed it out we know she's an alien. We know, Beast Boy is this and this, that, and it's like, where do we go now? So it's kind of like, come on, man, shows drag stuff out.
I know that, but what I'm saying is it didn't have to be, my thing is, it didn't have to be Dick to be the one y'all gave the background story to first.
That's the most recognizable person out of all.
He the oldest character. Huh?
I think they did him. They did him first because he's actually, I think he's the main star of the show.
Right, he is.
And it's Raven. It's mainly about him because he's the one that really puts the team together because of all his back knowledge on working with Batman. So he's mainly the head titan. So they're going to focus more on Dick before they focus on any of the other characters because he's the most recognizable character out of the whole group.
Right. And if you want to attract anybody to the show, and you got a character like a Robin, everybody knows. If you say Batman, Robin's a thing. You've seen Robin at some point in your life. If you're attracted to DC Universe, looking at the show, I know who Robin is. You may not know who Starfire is. You may not know who the hell Raven is. You may not even know who Beast Boy is. But
see,
that's why I like the whole line with him saying F Batman and him in the Robin suit was such a big thing DC knows that it's a character it's a light bulb. It's bait. To be like, oh, Robin, I know who that is. Let me watch this show.
Yeah.
So, I mean, each episode, if you look at the lineup, each episode has its own title. And they're mainly titles of each of the characters or other characters on the show. So I think they're going to go more into kind of like I don't know if you guys seen Orange is the New Black. Every character has his own like main episode. So it's going to pretty much go with everyone having their main episode, introducing everybody on each episode.
All right. Let's see. Batwoman. So the Batwoman photo, that was like about, 2 weeks ago? And then on top of that, we got Superman in the black suit from the Arrowverse. And then we also got Flash in a black suit and Arrow in a black suit. So...
They're doggone Nora Allen just like her daddy.
Oh, yeah.
They're just screwing up the freaking timeline.
And that could be part of it. That, that they all went, because we all know what the black suit means for Superman.
Yeah.
For Flash, like, could he have become Zoom? Because that's the only person I know that wears a black suit, Flash. Arrow, I guess Black Arrow, I assume, which is basically Malcolm Merlin, but yeah. But yeah, so, they say this crossover event is all based around Batwoman. So, and they say it takes place on a different, I think they say it was on a different Earth, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. What they're calling it,
it's called, Elsewhere is what it's called, yeah.
Elsewhere, yeah.
Yeah, Elsewhere. Yeah, so, but now, other than that, the crossover events are always like super cool, super good. So, I know they already, like we talked about this some episodes ago, they already casted a Lois, so Lois will be showing up in this crossover event and all that stuff. Just kind of wondering, what's going to be what is this going to be in relation to? Because last year we got the Crisis on Earth X. We got the bad versions of Arrow and all this other stuff. We got basically the Hydra, Nazi version of superheroes that they had to stop. So I wonder what this one's going to be about. Batista wants to be in Suicide Squad 2, and James Gunn is writing Suicide Squad 2.
Well, we saw that coming anyway.
He just really loves this guy, and he wants to follow him wherever he goes.
Oh, man. Well, who would y'all want Dave Bautista to play as in Suicide Squad?
Everybody keeps saying that Bane.
Yeah.
Might as well, because he has a pro wrestler look.
No. You know what just crossed my mind? Clayface.
I knew you was going to say that. Yeah.
Clayface is your boy.
Man.
We love Clayface.
Yeah, Clayface.
Yeah, give us something new.
Exactly.
Give us a new character. We've seen Bane done before. Give us somebody that has not been on film yet.
Exactly. That's very true. Yeah. That's the one thing with Batman. Like, his rogue gallery is so freaking large. They keep, honestly reusing a lot of people. Well, far from the Nolan movies. Joker was bound to be something that was going to come up at some point. But, the Nolan movies did, step away from that. But yeah, if they do a Suicide Squad, he would have to be kind of like Bane, because there's nobody that's like super big that he would fit into as a character in Suicide Squad, if we're thinking Suicide Squad here.
Let's just go down the list. I'm sure there's a lot of people with that figure.
The bill, yeah, there's not off the top of my head. I know Bane is just one of the people that have been in Suicide Squad.
As far as Batman got like a bunch of different villains. Because, like I said, honestly, even though the movie sucked, the villains were done right in my opinion. Like Batman Forever. Like Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey, they played the Riddler and Two-Face. They did that. But I ain't like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. Uma Thurman as she was just too old to be Poison Ivy to me. I ain't gonna lie. But you know, yeah, she did. Like Poison Ivy should have been like somebody around 18.
Pamela Isley.
I know she's supposed to be a doctor and all that, but yeah, we could have did better.
She was the. It's always go around during that time. It was like, who's the hottest actress? Who's the?
She was never the hottest in my book.
That's hey, you ain't Hollywood though, bro. That's
But you
thing.
know what though? You know what though? Like I would love to see them do a Batman movie, like a live action Batman in the Red Hood movie. That would be so dope.
Well, I heard.
Go through that storyline, show what happened to
might
Jason.
Be a thing. Cause
like we've been stuck on. Cause like I said, like we've been stuck on. We've been stuck on like the original Batman for so long. Like, and then we don't know what Ben Affleck gonna do, nothing like that. Man, either move to a Nightwing movie, do a Batman Beyond movie, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a whole bunch of different Batman characters you can base a movie around that I think will be popular.
Yeah, they still trying to figure that part out. I read today they trying to find a looking there.
I mean,
looking for another Batman.
I don't think a Nightwing movie would be so bad.
No, it's all a matter of the fact they do it right. I don't
think a Batman Beyond movie would be so bad.
Hey, we've been saying that for years, brother. I'm saying that for years. They ain't got it yet. I'm still saying it though. Venom.
It's something about Warner Brothers, man. I just don't trust them with these movies no more, man. I think DC need to find a new studio.
No, well,
come to the dark side.
Like they owe. Like when it comes to Warner Brothers in the animation, cool, they own it, they win it. But as far as the live action stuff, it just feel like they sleep.
Well, we'll see. They revamped, like I said, we said this before. They revamped. They fired a bunch of people, moved a bunch of people out from the regime that did Justice League. So we got it's really at this point. It's kind of like wait and see what they do, see what they come up with.
Oh shoot! I ain't bought no flies.
Venom. So Venom came out. Reviews said one thing, but this past weekend it's still the top movie, and I'm hearing a lot of
Venom not good, but Venom not bad. I'm just gonna put it like that.
One of those.
That's just, like if you a comic book head, Venom sucks. If you just somebody that don't know no better, then Venom is
that's any comic book movie. That's like almost saying like, hey, Last Jedi was like horrible because it didn't stick to blah blah blah. But if you just go see Star Wars and you don't give a crap, you want to go see an action movie. That's a very good movie. Some people call Last Jedi a freaking space chase.
Last Jedi was nothing good about Last Jedi except for Luke turning into Naruto.
That's my whole point. My whole point going back to Venom. That's the whole point. Yeah. So, any thoughts on that any thoughts on Venom?
Well, we kind of already shared our thoughts last week.
I'm late to the party, so I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say nothing yet.
I feel like they didn't have to do, I don't know, man. I feel like a lot was missing.
It was.
And like I don't know why I can't never remember dude's name. But when they showed the bonus scene and showed
Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah, when they showed Cassidy and who was playing him, I felt like that was the perfect casting.
Was it the guy?
I can't remember the actor's name for nothing.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, Woody Harris. Yeah, him playing Cassidy. I feel like that's perfect. But my thing is with Venom, eventually Spider-Man got to come in somewhere.
Especially with Carnage coming into play.
Spider-Man should have already been introduced. I don't know if I said that last week, but Venom is nothing without Spider-Man.
I mean, the only thing you got out of that was, his ex said in the movie, you already got ran out of New York.
New York, yeah.
So it's like, that's the only little snippet I guess you get of Spider-Man.
Because that's what they said they was going to do. About him being ran out of New York. So
but at the time, he was Venom. See, that's what I'm saying. It mixes the story up. Because he was Venom before he left New York.
Yeah.
They're doing it in a timeline. They're doing a different timeline, of course.
And on top of that,
and see, that's what kind of like makes me mad about where folks want to do their own movies and stuff. You mess with the timelines and you confuse people. Like we know better because we've been watching this stuff for so long. But what about these new kids who don't know no better?
Well, yeah, I mean, you got different story arcs, just like in the comics. I mean, you got different story arcs, different writers.
But they don't explain it like that. They make it seem like it's all in the same universe, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, Marvel does that as well in their comics. They do different writers or different animators.
But like when you go to the comics, when you go to the comics, you know that you know which comic you getting. You know you ain't getting the main timeline when you pick a certain comic.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the one they chose to go with. I mean, they probably want to throw no other words on there to make it different.
And here's my thing about the movie too. Before we end it, I get that they got the whole Eddie had a bad, everything just went downhill for him, but it was like it went by so fast in that movie. It's like I know you got a time slot when it comes to a movie. At the same time, it's like he lost his whole livelihood and stuff in the span of 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Like, God, dog. Like, your life just sucked for, like, it just went bad in 15 minutes. Like,
movie magic.
Yeah.
I had to drink my juice.
Bleach movie.
It's pretty good. I mean, it sticks to the first.
It's pretty. I'm like,
It's pretty well, considering all the other failed anime movies that we've actually got a chance to see and be disappointed of. And this one actually stays close to the actual anime. I was very impressed.
Exactly. I was thoroughly impressed with the Bleach movie. Netflix did that.
So, I don't hate to say it because you can't Americanize an anime that's developed in Japan. I mean, you have to get someone who knows what the storyline is and where it came from. I mean, it's just like, for me, it's just like you can't tell a slavery movie unless you actually been through it or got the knowledge from it from living in Mississippi or Alabama.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you have to have a very deep passion for it
to tell the story.
Right.
Exactly.
Like the movie that shall not be named, that had no real fans in it.
Exactly.
I think that boy was a fan, but he just
the people who were
he
wasn't
no fan. He was no fan. That was not a fan. That was just.
Hey, oh goodness.
That was just garbage.
Let's make a movie that's an anime.
And then with Fox doing that movie, tell me something. Fox did what's the name of The Matrix, right? Didn't Fox do The Matrix?
Yep, they did.
Yep.
All right, so the
I already
fight
know what
scene.
I already know what you're finna say.
It should have been done right. That's all I'm saying.
That final scene between Neo and Mr. Smith. That was
Neo and Smith.
That was.
Only thing they was missing was gold hair.
that was your thing right there. And you just messed it up.
You had one job. One.
Can do it right. So Saved by the Bell has a restaurant where?
It's a pop-up restaurant in California.
No, it would be in California. California gets all the cool pop-up stuff.
It must be in Bayside.
Yes.
I don't care. They can always see all the good pop-up stuff.
Really?
I don't care.
Every time somebody says, I'm going to do a pop-up shop in California.
You know why, though? You know why? Because they know people in California, like, there's no way you can do pop-up stuff in Mississippi.
Well, no.
No.
We want to stay above the poverty line. But yes. But no, I just,
like basically down south is really nowhere you can do, unless you're in Atlanta or Miami.
In Texas,
there's no way you can.
Austin gets every freaking thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
like
Austin
ain't
is
even
kind
an
of what
option.
type of city Austin is. Austin is a tech city.
And Houston is a oil city.
Right. Difference. Liberals.
Or more money.
Conservative.
Or make the world go round. Let half the world tell it. But anyway. All right, man. We're gonna wrap issue 79 of Nerd Flow. Please make sure you guys hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and join the Facebook community group. We'll be doing Extra Life charity event on November 3rd on our Twitch channel. Twitch.tv/Nerdflow Gaming is the way you need to follow. And yeah, man, we out of here.
All right, I got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is going out to all our fans. Go sign up for the YouTube channel, and the 100th person that signs up, we will send you an autographed Nerd Flow shirt.
All right, there you have it.
All right.
100 subscribers.
All about y'all. I need to get that shirt.
So go subscribe, and we will. And when you subscribe, write your email in the comments, and the 100th person that subscribed, we will send you a Nerd Flow t-shirt autographed by us.
Cool.
And depending on the situation.